is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about J.B Bickerstaff getting a contract extension for the Cleveland Cavaliers not too long ago. This is the guy that took over for John Beilein, a guy that a lot of people liked when the Cavaliers hired him. Some people didn't like it. Some people liked it. Most people did like it just because they felt like John Beilein was a young coach. I mean, not young, but he had the ability to coach young players, and him being a college coach and this team being mostly young, you want them to be able to develop and learn how to compete, but also learn how to have the right work ethic, have the right ability to execute, play well together, and build good habits in the future. Obviously, that never happened because he never made it past 1 year, and it's tough when you don't have guys being on the same page and you don't have the communication going the way you need it to go. And now with them and JB, nobody expected JB to stay. They thought that he'd be there for a year and he'd be gone, or for the rest of the season so they can find somebody better. But them giving him the contract extension just proved to you that the Cavaliers either don't know what they're doing or they just, can't find nobody that really want to take the job as being a Cavaliers coach. Because like I said, at the end of the day, the Cavaliers struggled to really find a great coach in general. And them getting John Beilein was already a great steal because he was a coach that a lot of people didn't see going straight to the NBA. And even though he did do a good job to me, just because he figured out a way to get this team to be a little more fiery, a little bit more competitive. Even though they didn't win a lot of games, I thought the Cavaliers were going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. Even if they did make it to, the team, I never thought they'd be doing anything significant this year. I thought they was going to be one of the worst teams in the entire NBA. And they was. So that wasn't a surprise to really nobody. Beilein knew it was a project. He knew it was going to take him years to get to where he needed to go. It was going to take him years to get to where he needed to be with the Cavaliers, and he never really was talking about winning championships with this team because it's just really that hard to win one with the Cleveland Cavaliers because them not having a superstar, how hard it is to get a superstar, and the fact that they don't really have any great players right now. But other than that, once you take over a rebuilding situation, it's gonna take you time to get to where you need to be. The problem with the Cavaliers situation is they're so properly ran that they might not never get to where they have to go. They should have just kept Tyronn Lue, a guy that was gonna be patient. He wanted the control of the team, but at least he wanted to go out there and compete, win games, and really push these people to earn their time, earn their spots, and be where they needed to be. And he held them accountable. That's the way you want to run a team. That's the way you want to run a young team. And I feel like he was doing that last year. But I don't know why they were so in a rush to fire him. I don't know why they were so in a rush to get rid of him when he had the right mentality from the start to really, get this team to where it had to go. And then they bring in John Beilein, who is still a good idea in theory, but couldn't really get the job done and really couldn't get this team to where they needed to go. even though I thought they were going to be bad anyway. It's a waste of money when you're going to sign somebody for this contract that Beeline got signed. And then you still have to pay him his money, even though he took a lot less money. They still had to eat a lot of those contract salaries. So when you think about it, this deal makes sense when it comes to it's going to save them money. It's going to give them somebody they know that is a decent coach, but he's not going to be a championship coach. He's not going to be the long-term fix for the Cavaliers position if they're trying to win it all and if they're trying to do a great job. This is not going to be enough. So all I'm saying is I didn't think John Beeline was the greatest coach, but I don't think Bickerstaff is either. So I don't know what's going to happen in terms of that. But, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Bickerstaff is better than nothing. And to me, they got to figure out what you're trying to do in the long term and what you're trying to do to accomplish the goal to win a title. I don't think John Beeline was going to get you there. I don't think Bickerstaff is going to get you there. I don't think the talent and the way they've been making this team is going to get you there. They have to figure out who they're going to draft. They have to hit on these draft picks. And if they don't, they're going to struggle to get to where they have to go because it's not easy to win a title. And we done seen that they finally won one in a whole franchise history, but that's 30 to 40 to 50 years, which is bad because having LeBron James is already tough. Getting the next LeBron James is even tougher because it took them years to get LeBron James. And even when they had him the first time, they couldn't really do anything significant with him because they ended up losing a lot once they had him. So even when they got LeBron James, he left to go to Miami. Then he came back to Cleveland and fought for another title. And he said, Cleveland, this is for you. Because he was able to accomplish something that nobody was ever able to do, which is bring Cleveland Cavaliers a championship. And even though it was tough and it was hard to get it done, he got it done. But the odds of you getting a player like LeBron is virtually impossible. And even if you do, you still have to put the necessary stuff together to win and win a title. So they're not going to win a title in a long time. Then the odds of them finding that superstar is tough because of the lottery odds being out of their favor. Them being a team that's going to be possibly one of the worst, but not also. With the draft being the way it is, you might not still get the number one pick, which means you have less chance of being a superstar because you mostly need the number one picks in the draft. And with this draft not being that great, and them not having really a small forward, they're going to really struggle at that position. And this draft really doesn't have no small forwards. So they don't have to find one either in free agency, trade for one, or either try to get one next draft. So they got a lot of problems they got to figure out. Is J.B Bickerstaff part of the problem? No, but I don't really see him getting to them to where they need to go. But he also ain't the worst option for where they at right now. But I also want to know what they're going to do in the future because I don't see JB being a long-term solution at that head coach position. So I definitely want to see what they do and what they decide to do when it comes to keeping them. So other than that, check my website, analysisplayeron.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayeron.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my merchandise that will also be in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you like videos every day, especially NBA videos, this is the channel for you. So subscribe. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my Facebook and my website. Point Away Basketball Analysis. I'm